Hello friends, it's Tonton from State 948. Today will be a very short video, maybe me complaining about something, not about the game, but about people in the game. Could be you as well. Not really complaining, but I really want to stress out and to point that whether or not you are planning to transfer, you need to buy the transfer pass. Um, there has been so many transfers that we cannot recruit groups or individuals that want to leave their states because they don't have the tickets. They don't have the passes. Like every transfer, we try to recruit groups or individuals. They are like, "Oh, I cannot come this time. I'm missing passes," or we cannot come this time. We are 10 people because 2 people are missing passes. And passes, when you have to buy them with money, they are freaking expensive, right? If you go there with regular packs and you scroll down, you will get some passes. And it's like Mithril, basically, more or less, is €6, $5 per pass. So, when you buy, and these packs reset once a month, they reset at the end of the month. So if you need, passes, they are very low value. You get very little speed up and resources. You don't get nothing for it. So buy your passes, whether or not you are planning to transfer. There will be a day when there will be whale stopping, your alliance leadership changing. You will recruit a whale that's gonna burn your states. The event's gonna change because you recruit a group of people, and you make a new vote on bear trap and foundry, and these things change. Whatever the reason, have passes for one or two transfer all the time with you, even if you do not plan to. I know you're gonna lose on buying something else, but nowadays they give you alliance token from playing daily. You have them if you rank in Alliance Showdown. You don't have them in the daily reward, I think, but you have them if you rank in Alliance Showdown. You get some daily, actually, whether you win or lose. You get some if you rank as an alliance. You get some if you rank individually in the top 10. You get some for alliance mobilization nowadays. So you get so many. It used to be tough. It really used to be tough. So really buy your freaking transfer pass, whether or not you are planning to move. Your friends might want to move. Your best buddies of your alliance, and you did not plan to move, but they might tell you, hey, we're gonna jump. We need fresh air. We want to move to newer states. We want to move to more active states. We want to move to more cooperative states, to more competitive states, to more dead states. Whatever the reason is. But every freaking month we have issue recruiting people because they don't have their passes and they want to move and they are unhappy in the state they are and they cannot move. How many passes you need, you will ask me. It really depends on you. It only depends on you. For me, I need currently 12. I used to, last transfer, I needed 18. But now we are Gen 7. So, I pushed 3 months ago, 2 months and a half ago. I push my charms, I push everything in SVS. I do push every 3 months in SVS. On that account, so I can rank 1 or 2 in SVS, and just after I push, I need a lot more pass. So if you look at today, you say, okay, I want to transfer, I have enough pass for 2 transfer, that's okay. I have 3 months worth in my bag, so my transfer cost is more 15, 18 actually, maybe 20, depends a bit on how much I push. So I have to do 1 transfer, and that's okay. I don't plan to transfer, and I have more or less 1 transfer, and if I wanted to move, I'll just keep stuff in my bag for 1 or 2 months. I'll wait for a new generation to come out, and then the transfer pass I need, they'll go very low. That will be okay. But I have no rush. I don't want to move, and I have no rush to move. My state is working for me. But if you are at war, if you have a whale that's starting to burn, go rogue or whatever, then you will need your pass. So please buy your passes. Spend the 150 that it costs, the Alliance token. You get some from Crazy Joe, you get some from Alliance Showdown, you get some from daily tasks nowadays, you get them from Alliance mobilization, and you have by far enough of them to buy. For me, I can buy every week passes, the chest, and the XP. Full XP nearly, not always the full XP, but most of the pet XP. That's all you care about. Maybe you care about some VIP points, maybe sometimes you care about some teleports as well, then you will get a bit less pet XP, right? So my 2 main focus are, I bought some shields, because we are close to state merge. In a few months we could have a state merge. And just in case state merge is going very bad, I'll just get some shields. You know, I want to have a week worth of shields, because basically during merge you usually have transfer the next week. So they merge the states and you have transfer the next week. So in case it goes really wrong and we get burned and we get matched versus people that are too strong for us and it's a nightmare and we are ready to jump as a group, then, you know, I just want to have 1 week worth of shield without having to burn gems for it, right? So I'm buying some, but you don't really need to have that much in most cases. So again, buy your passes. You never know when you will need it, and sometimes you will need it sooner than you think, and you can buy one a week. So if you need, most players that are less active than me, that don't spend as much as me, they might need 6, 4, 8, maybe 10, you know. So have 15, have 20, you know, for the next 15, 20 weeks, buy your passes. And if you see that you are gaining in power because you are spending more and the amount you need is going up, then buy a bit more. You know, get 10 or 20. After state merge, I think you will get 10 of them. So for free, so for most players, it's enough. For a big spender, it's not enough at all. My advice is, of course, kind of for more for smaller players. Like if you are well, you might need 30, 40, 50 of these, and you have to buy them for money, or you have to transfer once a year, right? And so it's a bit harder, but you will likely have to transfer for money. I've seen some whales staying in state they don't like because it was costing too much money for them to transfer, and they don't want to put that amount of money in transfer passes. So even if you're a whale, buy these passes every week. So that's all I got for today, guys. Buy your passes. Whether or not you are planning to move, you never know. There are states I was not planning to move, and I moved because the event time changed. So we merged two alliances. Again, the biggest part of the biggest players and the spenders were from Asia, so the event were Asia friendly, which is not good for me. So I decided to move on. I'm like, I don't, you know, it has nothing to do with the state, it has nothing to do with the alliance. I played this game to play events as well. And if I cannot play events, it's not interesting to me. So I love the people, I love the alliance, I love everyone, but I still decided to move because we merged. And after the merge, the events did not work for me. So that's a good enough reason to move. That's a good enough reason to follow friends. It's a good enough reason to not be super happy where you are and to move later because, you know, your alliance become a bit less active or too active and too competitive. You recruit too much on your state during transfer for a few months, and then you cannot rank in events anymore. You know, it's just you are low to non-spender you are free to play, and you are in a too active state, so you are super weak compared to too many people, and you cannot rank in events. That will be, for me, a good enough reason to move as well. Of course, you will win Foundry, of course, you might win SVS, but your own progression and your own contribution will be very low in a super, super active state. So, for example, so you might love that or you might dislike that, and your state could become one or the other. It could become dead or super active and powerful. So, again, I'll say it one last time before I go on for today. Buy your freaking passes, guys. Even if you are not planning to move, every single month, we cannot get people that want to join because they don't get the passes. We cannot get groups that want to join because some people don't have the passes and they stay in a state that they don't like. They get burned. They have issues sometimes because they said they're gonna leave, or people know they are looking around, or they said, "F you guys, we're gonna leave," and then last minute they cannot. So they have issues. So, buy your freaking passes, guys. That's it for me. I'll see you tomorrow for kind of a more complete guide in another video. But, after reading our transfer chat today and, thinking about all the other months, I was like, yeah, I kind of need to make that clear. Like, buy your passes. Whether or not you plan to leave does not matter. It's not about planning to leave. It's about the state will change, your alliance will change, and you might want... or a bunch of friends will go and you might want to be with them and you might want to change. That's just it, and that's the game. That's part of playing such games. So buy your passes, guys. Much love to you all. I hope you find a new home if you need to. I hope you enjoy your home if you have one. For us, going well. We have some fresh blood coming, so it's really good. If I look at very quickly, if I look at state list, we got some invite spending, so people will take them and then they will be lower. So we have only a few left. So yeah, so very happy with transfers. We got one special as well in. So Mr. Tamerk, that's right here. So looking good for us. Really happy with the transfer. And like I said a few minutes ago on the transfer chat, like a big shout out to everyone that recruited. We had people that really spend a lot of time messaging and checking transfer chat, and that's things I really dislike to do myself, and I don't. I make videos, I make guides, I try to help people in other ways, but but we really needed some fresh blood for the states, and that's really appreciated. So good job, and I hope that people do that in your state too. It's really important. Activity level is one of the most important thing in any alliance, more than power and stuff. Of course, power is important, but dead state, dead alliance, they are not really fun for a lot of people, and it's only getting worse, so it's important to put the focus on being active. Again, see you tomorrow. Bye bye guys, cheers.